You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant.
You have a child that likes peanut butter sandwiches, peanut butter on bread with more peanut butter.
Yeah.
That is my idea of hell.
I mean, it's a lot of smacking.
You gotta make sure when she gets older, she doesn't drink black coffee or sleep on her back like this. Because I would be like, yo, Cassidy might be a serial killer. like I don't know who just like peanut butter.
She does. She does.
I was shocked. Yeah, I was shocked.
Yeah, she does. She used to eat the little Uncrustables, the peanut butter ones. And, you know, hey.
I just went on a field trip.
You can
we
you
talked
can
about
have
that,
it.
but yeah, at Pioneer Farm, and she made me make her peanut butter sandwiches for that.
I mean, I can't do it, but
we're gonna call this the freestyle episode. Where's the weirdest place you've ever been hit on at? Like just the most inappropriate. Like, this is not the place for this. Why are you hitting on me? I can go first.
I mean, okay, go.
A fucking funeral.
I was gonna say a funeral.
That's tough.
But during people were up there talking, and I'm sitting there, and she's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Can we not? Not now?"
Oh, that's pretty.
Part of the deceased family.
I was like, that's disrespect to the whole. I wouldn't talk
friend.
to you in general if you no.
Yeah, wasn't part of the family, just was a friend that was there.
I could see that.
At least wait till the repass. At least wait till we're out of there. We're
you gotta shoot your shot, man.
No, not during. That's so disrespectful. I would
so
never.
Disrespectful.
There's people out there that I've met at funerals, and they're living a happy life.
I'm sure there is.
Kids and
but
grandkids.
But not me. That's not.
We didn't say it had to be you, but I'm just saying there's
paying
people
my
out there
respects. I'm not here to.
So a day later, it's okay if you give them the or they get the number?
After I'm done paying my respects, absolutely.
That's fair.
Come holler at me at the repass.
Details. It's in the details, I guess. All right. I'm not so much if they get hit on guy. I don't know. I can't really
well, he just had ass thrown at him. So for
ass thrown,
just because he was an athlete. So that is he didn't have to. It wasn't
Marcus,
like that.
what's the gnarliest place you've ever had some ass thrown at you?
Not true. I don't know. Public events, grocery stores and such.
Is it like the old women though?
It is. Yeah, I have a look. I guess it's for the older.
The gnarliest place, with his fiance, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Wait, how bad has it happened in front of you, Jess, back in the day? Was it just blatant, overly?
It was
just
all the time. It was so blatant. I was like, I'm going to kill everybody.
Not true.
It was. My friends were defending me. My friends were beating people up for me and shit. Yes, absolutely.
They wanted to do all that.
They didn't want to do that.
with me. Yes, they did.
They were maybe they did want to do it. They just didn't like the way she was. They didn't like it. So Marcus picks me up, kicking and screaming, and then they go ahead and finish the job.
See,
that's what you get.
No.
Do not ever do that.
Foolishness.
But I think I was 8 months pregnant, and I was in the convenience store next to the nail shop where my daughters were getting their nails done, and some guy comes up to me, and I'm like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, oh, I got 2 kids at home. And I was like, but I'm married. He was like, oh, man, I got a wife too, but, what's good?
That's fair.
What? Do you not?
You know what though? Wait. 3 out of 10, he might have been able to bag a pregnant lady that had a husband and was, 3
out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't like
if the
that
guy
ratio.
has that same conversation 10 times, not saying 3, maybe it's 1.5.
I was gonna maybe
it's 1.5, but
Well, maybe if you're in a
got a
bad
chance.
situation and you're trying to get out, and he was pretty much like, "Hey, it's all good over here."
That's what I'm saying.
So I
though.
don't even think he wanted out. He just. But what do you want with an 8-month pregnant woman in a convenience store buying drinks for her kids next door? What do you want? A married woman. What do you want?
The brain is a powerful tool. So we talked about this a little bit earlier. There's people that are into everything.
I have no time.
And pregnant women is one of those things you could type in, and there's
You're back to the fetish shit. The
a group
weird
for that.
shit.
There is a group for that.
No, this was just a regular.
I know, but let's not be naive, Jess. There is
a regular. Yo. You know what's up?
Was he
you
a
know.
pimp? Did he look like a pimp? Because he could have been a pimp.
So he was gonna pimp a pregnant woman, is what you're
Maybe.
saying?
No, wait
but-
till you have that baby and then pimp you.
But I'm just saying, this
I didn't
dude
look
is
like
into.
I didn't look like I needed a pimp. I didn't need saving. I didn't need any of that.
But did your mind need saving? No, it wasn't about your frame and your body. Did your mind need saving?
No.
I never understood the whole men hitting on pregnant women thing, because that's a thing. Like,
That's what I'm saying, right?
It is a fetish,
Yeah.
but I think he
Yeah.
was literally just shooting his shot.
like, but no, there's dudes that just be like, ooh, oh shit, and like will really like crack at like a pregnant woman. It's like, clearly she's with child. Clearly she's with someone else's child. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's a thing. Like, I've seen that, and I've never been able to wrap my head around that one.
Neither can I. Oh, look at her swollen. Look at her sweating and greasy. Look at her having cramps and feet hurt and back hurts. Yeah, I want to get in that.
Or
What?
she's glowing.
Sweat.
She's
It's
shining.
literally your hormone. It's like child pouring from
Right.
It's grease.
She had to have sex to get pregnant, so I know she ready.
God damn it, Marcus! You sound like my old coworker. He used to say that shit.
And again, I'm just playing devil's advocate of what these men could
I don't
be
like
saying.
your devil's
right?
advocate. I
So
do not like
you got to
it.
think outside yourself. You got to think outside the box, right?
But you would know, she's emotional right now. She's moody, angry, might slap the fuck out of
I
you.
might be able to calm that. I might be able to help that. I know she's in a situation that's just stressing her out far too much. I'm going to come in and be this wedge and be able to fill this void.
Or give her a wedge because she can't sleep and needs something to put between her knees. I mean, shit.
Fair.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I've always thought that was strange, though. Yeah, Marcus, you've been the devil's advocate for like the last 3 weeks, and you're turning into the devil.
But
He's been this week at home. He's been the devil's advocate, and I'm like, you know what? Stop that shit, because I don't like it.
well, you got to think about both sides, though. So that's all I'm saying. Let's not be naive and act like everyone is right. It's people out there that do things a little bit differently, not as we would do them. So we need to talk to that. It's if people listening to the show that aren't exactly like us, so we got to.
Right. But don't holler at pregnant married
People
women
do
with
it, though,
kids
is all I'm saying,
next
though.
door.
People do it, and that's the way
I
of the
got
world.
kids too.
Yeah, I got
it's
kids
like,
too.
Wait, so you're saying we have something in common, so we should just
And let's flip it.
I should pass
guess.
you my number?
There's women that may be like, okay, this guy.
Oh, you're pregnant.
No, well, maybe. I don't know. I haven't dug that deep on the internet to see if there's.
Or if a pregnant woman is hollering at you, she's like 9 months pregnant, and she's like, hey, can I get your number?
I wouldn't doubt.
I think you're super sexy. I'm about to drop this baby soon.
Yeah. Or I need a meal ticket
And
too.
I want you to be
I know
the-
you got this job. I'm with this dude. He's not really doing his thing. So, hey, this is all of me. I'm here. Would you like to get with me in about 7 months after I clean this thing up?
But see, that sounds like
after you
I
clean that
need
thing.
someone to save me type shit.
Why?
Save, or I'm just looking for a different opportunity, right?
She could literally be like, hey, once I drop this baby, hey, let's talk.
And this dude,
Because I think you're fine
Kel, that
as
don't
fuck.
got our head on straight, and we
And
may
you
be-
guys would probably pass your number. That's how.
Nah, look, as a dude, like, how I see that is that she's looking to be saved, because if I get with her, automatically now I've inherited this child. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not here for that.
Kale,
You know
but
what
we
I'm saying?
all know
There are plenty
guys,
of dudes that would
everybody's
absolutely
not
go for it.
cool and chill. Okay, I'm a player, I'm a ladies' man type of situation. So there is women that could prey on a certain type of guy to be like, okay, I'm gonna just rope him in.
He needs to work
yeah.
on his self-worth and self-confidence,
Hey,
because
it happens
I'm not
every
about to
day,
just in
Kale.
here inheriting some pregnant woman's child. Where's the daddy at? Like, see, that's who
The daddy is hollering at another pregnant girl,
Right,
right?
he's somewhere. We're
Yeah.
not together though, so
Yeah, and then you wonder why you can't find a good dude, because you only fuck with niggas that fucking shit on you, and so you look for me to come and fucking save you. So you look for Sims, and then you want a high level dude. Get the fuck out of here. That's why you're in the situation that you're in. You know, I don't know. That's just weird to me. Like nah. We'll never hit on her. And I think dudes hitting on a pregnant woman, like, I think that's low key kind of like disrespectful in a way.
is.
Like, that's like I feel like there's a sense of disrespect there. It's like, yo, like, I just told you I have kids next door and I'm pregnant,
married.
and you're like, and I'm married, and you're like, me too. Like, what? Like, in what world do you think like that is okay?
Did I look like that type of chick? Did I look like I was approachable in that way?
Right.
Absolutely not, ever in life.
Again,
Oh God.
if you're playing the numbers game, which a lot of guys are, right? Okay, it may not be you, but there's going to be 10
Another
other
pregnant
females,
woman?
yeah, maybe that you run into, and she may be with it. So that's the hope that these guys have. And you talk about respect, Kel. A lot of dudes don't have respect, and that's what it is at the end of the day. You can call it what you want. They don't care if you're with somebody, if you're pregnant, if you got a situation going on, if you said that you would never talk to guys, okay. A lot of us are just in it for the sport at times. Let me see if I can get her to do this. Let me see how far I can push this thing, right? So it's not about respect, especially if they don't know you. Dudes don't care, and that's just a part of the game, right?
Well, you know what? Not only was it disrespectful, but I was uncomfortable.
Right.
I was, because I'm like, why is he like, what? And I'm like, I'm married, I'm pregnant, I have kids, and he keeps going, and I'm just like, no, thank you. Shit. What am I supposed to say at that point? Like, I pretty much said no immediately, and he keeps talking. And it's just like, okay, now I'm uncomfortable with this shit. So, yeah, guys, just shooting your shot, whatever.
No. I just said they don't have no respect. It's
They
not
don't have
about
no
respect.
respect.
It doesn't
Well,
matter.
they
about
need
respect.
to gain it, because I was definitely uncomfortable.
Or not all guys. A lot of them don't, though.
Marcus, do you think the numbers game can be disrespectful, or the numbers game is disrespectful in a sense of you're shooting your shot, and it's almost like kind of using people like meat to see who's going to bite the bait?
Dylan was just saying this, talking about his, I don't know, somebody that you knew that would always holler at every girl or something like that. And one girl, no. And you just keep going until you get a yes.
Perfect. What I would say, Kale, is that
Sit down, like go deep within, love yourself or something. Get the fuck out.
the numbers game nowadays, I don't think is a bad thing. But kind of back in the day, I feel like, it could have been a little disrespectful, kind of looking at people just as meat, like you said. But nowadays, I kind of think it's like the normal thing, though, because women have kind of taken their power into their own hands, and there's different terms of leaving dudes on red or curbed and all these different things that
That's
you see on
as it
social
should
media.
be.
But yeah, so dudes, hey, you got to keep shooting, right? You got to keep shooting. So I don't think nowadays it's as bad as it might have been.
But do you think that makes it become? But do you guys think that makes dating, or even just being out here looking for someone, just a revolving door then, because then when you finally do meet someone, you think you're going to find someone better, so you go on to the next, so you keep going on to the next. I feel like that's like the problem with like dating apps. I've never been on a dating app, but for people I know that's been on them, they're like, well, I've been on this many dates, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, were any of them good? They're like, well, yeah, this one was good, and that one was good. It's like, well, why didn't you stick with that one? Well, I'm like, yeah, you got back on the app and you thought you could find something better.
Yeah.
So it's like you're on a hamster wheel and it becomes a revolving door.
Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree with that. It can turn into a revolving. I don't know, because it's just like so many people at your disposal, and it's like, okay, I'm going to talk to him. Nah, I don't want that. Yeah, I'm looking for that. You know what? Lower your standards. No, but it can become a revolving door. I agree with that.
I would say for guys, I would say for dudes that the revolving door, the hamster wheel is kind of out of their control, kind of, right? If you're single now, I don't know how you do it. It's tough. I'd be scared to be single now in 2022.
Is that why we're still together? Because we're scared to be single?
Could be a portion, a small portion, but
wait a minute, what?
But if you're single now at my age and just trying to figure things out and trying to sift through and find and all that kind of stuff, it has to be
5 kids, 2 dogs.
It has to be tough. So I don't know, Kale. It's a revolving door, but as you grow older, I think those numbers start to shrink, right? Because you got to, if you're doing it right, there's a portion of the population that you can't even look at, right? So,
Shit.
I know there's dudes that are getting with, for men, if you could be 50 and you could talk to a 20-year-old, but in most situations, that's not going to work. So,
yeah, and
those
I think
numbers
as you
start
get
getting
older,
slimmer and slimmer.
You prioritize. You just want to have a companion,
right?
Somebody. You don't want to keep going through the revolving door.
Somebody to talk to and somebody to do nasty stuff to.
You just want a partner. So I think we're at that age.
Well, I always look at it as a scale where it's like, all right, in your like late 20s and 30s, you're watching everybody's getting married, and then when you get to your late 30s, early 40s, you're watching everybody get divorced. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm in my mid to late 30s now, and I know a gang of people that have gotten divorced. Then there's those people that are my age, and I guess you guys' age too, who have never been married and they're still searching and they haven't had any kids, and they still are like feel like there's this hope that they're gonna get married. And I'm like, yo, look, if you didn't do it then, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, I have
not
a couple older friends,
but it's hella
and the dating
tough,
apps have made it even harder
it's
to
tough.
do that and find that one person and connect with that person, because you're doing it over the
Everything's
internet,
less
and it's
personal.
just
So many creeps out there too, and that's
have you ever asked any of your friends that are older that don't have kids, like, when did you come to the okay with knowing that you're probably not gonna have kids? Because I've asked a few of my friends that, especially like girls that I know, women I know, and they're just like,
Kel?
yeah, I mean,
You asked them out loud?
I mean,
you're opening some fucking wounds.
Well, some of them are my really good friends, and I'm just kind of like, yo, like, I know you've always like wanted that. Like, how are you're about to be 42 or 41. Like, how do you feel? It's just like, yeah, like, I just come to the conclusion that, like, I just know that that's just not ever going to be in the cards.
That's tough.
It's never
If
too
you
late.
want it, yeah, that's
It is never
true.
too late. 40,
They
all
don't
of the time.
Geriatric, you old.
Suggested, but it's
They don't suggest it. People
I
do
know,
it.
yeah.
Like,
it happens all the time. I think nowadays too, because people are having kids.
people have kids.
Older.
People don't start families till they're in their 30s. So yeah, they're 40s. There's people at the school 50 with the fucking kindergartner and shit.
You know
so
what?
yeah,
You're absolutely. You're right about that, because I had a kid that was on my son's baseball team who was like 8, and his parents are like fucking like 55, and I'm like, what the fuck?
As long as you have a
he had a whole
period.
bunch of crazy complications.
Oh, really?
But-
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, but
I
he's good now,
think
but,
that it
yeah.
increases, right? The risk
Right.
of something happening increases, but I
A lot of
don't
people are still doing it
think
though.
that it's like, oh my God, you're 40. don't have, because, I'm 40 and I feel like if I wanted to have another kid.
Word? Okay.
Well, my tubes are burnt to the ground, but I feel like I could do it. And, well, it's not about a feeling. It's about the risk. But I don't know, if you're healthy and all of that kind of stuff, I don't see why you can't have a baby at 40. So, Kel, take that back. You're not old. Now, when you're getting to 45, 46, 47, it's kind of like, do you want to ruin your life?
No, you're right, Jess. I don't want to put anybody on blast, but like, take like my uncle, for instance. Like, my uncle and his second wife had a kid, and like I'm gonna say my uncle is now, it's my mom's oldest brother. He's like 70. God, he has to be like 75, 76, and their daughter is like a freshman in college.
Okay.
And I'm just like,
so what's
damn,
21?
like.
Ish, or
Those are the
19, 20?
Those are the kind of things where you kind of wonder where was your head at when you decide, because that's a different story. Like when you're like,
well, my aunt never had any kids. My aunt never had any kids, and so like she wanted that. When they got married, she wanted to have a kid, and so and my uncle at that point had already had 2 grown kids, and so like.
That'll be Nick Cannon.
You do anything for love, right? Or for your spouse.
Yeah, but you guys don't think that's a little unfair to the kid though, where it's like, damn, like. I'm probably not going to be able to walk my kid down the aisle when she gets married because I will be like 110.
I do think there is a degree of selfishness when it comes to that. But I also think, I don't know. I kind of think it kind of is what it is.
I would say that too.
And if you want a baby and whether or not you're going, okay. That's a tough one.
Jess, we've had these conversations around death and how we view death, and but to have a healthy, supportive life of your parents up till you're 22, 23.
And you talk to the kid about it and say, I
it's
am
not
older.
Perfect. Yeah,
I'm not going to be like,
it can still be a good look, right? It can still be positive.
It can still be a positive experience. There's a degree of selfishness, but also there's a degree of it's a blessing, and that's it. And I think if you communicate to your kid, I am already 105 and I'm probably not going to be here. Don't set your kid up for a traumatic experience having an older parent, but just being there and supporting your kids. Because, there's people that have kids younger that ain't shit and never support their kids, and their kids feel like their parents are dead. So
very true. Good one, sister.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like I feel like I just feel like you'd want to like. It is, because I feel like don't you want to like be able to keep up with your kid and like, certain things you want to be able to do that because you're old as dirt, you're not gonna really be able to do.
Well,
I don't know.
At the same time, I'd be like, you know what? I'm old.
Everybody's situation is different.
I don't have to do that shit. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, my dad can't come outside and ride bikes with me, but
and the dad's probably like,
hey, we play chess and we play checkers and we walk around the mall and all that kind of stuff. So little things like that. But you're
definitely going to be tired. You're definitely maybe going to have some.
Do that with grandpa.
That's what I'm saying.
Got to be grandpa.
Sometimes that's just the cards we're dealt, and you got to deal with that. So.
Yep. When the teacher asks, "Is that your grandma?"
I know.
No, that's my mom.
I had homeboys like that back in the day.
Yeah.
So history repeats.
Yeah,
It'll never change.
I had an ex-girlfriend back in the day where when we were 18, her dad was like 78, 80. Like, and I remember he was hella old. And I was like, damn. I was like, why? I told her, I just, as an asshole, I'm 18. I don't know. I'm just like, why your dad so old? And she was
it's
like,
a legit question, though.
He met my mom and she was younger, and they had me, and he had me when he was like whatever. And
52.
I was just like, yeah, and I was just like, I was like, so I assume you've never met your grandparents. And she's like, looks at me like I'm stupid. I'm just like, that's just a question.
Damn.
But
shit.
His dad was just hella old. So
you see that a lot in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, I'm
That's what
old.
I
I
said,
have
no.
money. I can do whatever I want. I'm going to have 6 kids when I'm 60 years old. And it's like,
You get them right vitamins.
probably
you can do
hired
anything
all
you
the
want.
help and all that kind of stuff. So it works.
Hey, this is a good episode.
I like it.
this.
Yep.
Yeah, my I like
Freestyle.
it coming off. So
Freestyle. Truly Unruly. Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel, of course. Listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform and catch the visual on YouTube. Just search Truly Unruly or search Marcus Trufant. And, of course, follow these guys on IG. Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant, and the page Truly Unruly _podcast. Catch us every Sunday on Converge. I think that is it.
That's it.
Word. All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace and love.